What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the EFL Young Player of the Year. We have got a free choice pick from this. So we have got earn an EFL Young Player from the season player pick, option between team of the season, Mumba, Scott and Junior. So it is a relatively easy SBC and I believe it is fixed now. Hopefully they've got the dynamic, so I let it off a little bit because I want to see them dynamic picks. You've got to give up an England player, team of the season or team of the week, and obviously an 83 rated squad. So let's go with we'll go with the golds first, and then we'll obviously go with the team of the week at the same time. So we'll go down to the 83s because we have an absolute abundance that we need to get rid of. So I think, in fact, if we go for my newest, because obviously we have opened up the 83 pack with like 181, so we've got a lot of duplicates that we do want to go through. I just can't remember them all. So if we just get a lot of these 83s, I think you can probably give up 2 82s, I think, when you've got all them 83s in. So we'll have a look and see what that does for us. We've got all of them there, and I think the last one, well, we'll put an English player on the bench there, but then all we need is an inform of an 82, I can imagine. If we go a bit further down, we should get, if we can find them, 82. That gives us an 82, so it needs to be an 83. Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much. We didn't have the English player as well, so we'll change Navas for Henderson. Easy as you like. 83 should be relatively simple to go get. It does give you a 90 rated card, so this for me is an absolute perfect one. EFL Young Player of the Season. You get a 1 of 3 picks, so you only get to choose one. Let's pray that we've got the suits in the dynamic. Please? Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Gives me them KDB vibes, or back when, I think it was Foden that got Young Player of the Year. That is absolutely stunning. So we have got the English 2, English 4, English 3, which is obviously Championship, League 1 and League 2. Obviously, if you wanted more of a Championship, you'd go for Scott. He is the cam, the right mid, centre mid, a 5-star, 4-star that looks very, very nice indeed. We've only got flair on the traits. A hunter would probably be needed. In terms of everything else, passing's good, dribbling wise is nice. The composure's a little bit on the lower side, but that's absolutely fine. Obviously, with a hunter, you'd end up with what, 90... Would it be 95, 93, 94 pace, depending on... Yeah, thinking about 93, 94 pace. You'd end up with about 92 shooting, I'd give or take. Not a bad card. So he is English 2, so he's Championship. You could get him. You've got Mumba as the left back, 90 rated, a 3-star, 5-star, 94 pace, 5'6", with the ability to be right back as well. So that is a very good kind of dynamic for him. You can go left back or right back, and he is right-footed. So very much Cancelo vibes there. Great pace, like we said. Passing-wise, the short game's good. Bit of vision, which is always nice. Agility, balance looking good. Composure at 84 again. Could have been a little bit better, and reactions could have been a bit better. In terms of the defending and physical, again, not really going to argue. You'd argue between an anchor or potentially something like a sentinel just to whack that defending and physical up that little bit more, and we don't have no traits for him either. And then finally, we have good old Junior, the English 4 card, so more than likely you're either going to use this in an English team or more than likely a super sub off the bench. He has got the pace, a 4-star, 4-star, 5'11", high medium, can be right back, right wing or right mid. He's got obviously great amount of acceleration, finishing's looking good, passing wise okay, nothing crazy. Composure at 81 is a little bit less, and that might be a big decider with what you go with there. Obviously, the defending sort of side is not bad for a right mid. Never going to really criticise having some defensive there. And physicality is not great as well. Oh, and not bad as well. You've got long throwing and solid player. So the choices are very difficult. In terms of what I would like, I think Championship would be where I'd go. But the problem you've got to think there is, you've got to remember what's in the team already. Because, for instance, we have 2 Championship cams already in Akpom and Brownhill. So they are both Championship players. Akpom is definitely more of a cam, whereas Brownhill can play box to box. With Scott, he can be in centre mid. Again, he's not necessarily got the worst defending and physical in the world, so you could argue you could whack a shadow and anchor on him and have him more balanced than anything. Whether you'd want to do that is questionable. In English 3, I'm not really going to use a left back. That is just a standard. It's not happening. I've got enough left backs in the game. Roberto Carlos, Robertson, Capdevila, Zinchenko. I don't need any more. Right mid is not a bad shout. Again, I've got quite a few of them positions. So I think for me, it's quite an easy choice into Scott. I do think the Junior does look the best super sub sort of element. And I do think Scott is the best team element, because you're not going to be using an English 4 team. There's just no shot. And same with the left back. You're not going to be using an English 3. There isn't enough players to warrant going against the God squads that we've got in Rivals or Champs. So I think for me, Scott would be my option. I would say Junior if I'm looking for a super sub, but as we've got a lot of wingers at the moment, I'm going to have to go with Scott for my choice. So let me know down below who you're picking. Make sure you like and subscribe on this, and check out the reviews in the near future. Peace. Check the video on screen as well.